Welcome, Cancer, to your weekly reading. This is for the 2nd to the 9th of December. We're going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Cancer, I'm going to start off with your Oracle card. This is going to give us the core theme for the week. I will then go ahead and clarify everything further with the tarot to get deeper insight and deeper messages. Cancer, I'm going to start off by looking at the area you should focus on. We will then go ahead and see your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Cancer, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Your core message is why, my dear Cancerians. And as you can see, we have our fairy reaching for this book with angel wings. So what it tells me is that this week, my dear Cancerians, you're going to understand why something has taken place or occurred in your life. And I feel you have been wondering and pondering over this for some time. You know, sometimes, Cancer, certain events take place, people behave a certain way, and we just cannot understand why. This week, in some way, you're going to get the answer and the clarity you have been waiting for. I'm going to start off over here with King of Swords, and we're looking at the area you should focus on. And I will just get your clarifier. So we want to see who or what King of Swords is for Cancer, please. The Seven of Cups. My dear Cancerians, you are presenting this week as King of Swords. It does not matter if you're masculine or feminine. It is the energy of King of Swords I am speaking about. Now, Cancer, it's so interesting to see you coming through as King of Swords, because this is the king that puts his emotions to the side. And this is not a natural way of being for a Cancerian. This is a king who is strong, logical, practical, analytical. He looks at situations, understands what needs to be done, and sets about doing it. And what we see is that you are taking on this energy when it comes to a particular dream you have. It's as though, my dear Cancerians, you've reached a point where you now are like, right, I am getting out of this dream-like emotional energy with regards to this particular dream. And now I'm going to get realistic. I'm going to get practical. I'm going to do whatever I need to do here on the physical realm that I can bring this about. Because, my dear Cancerians, the emotional and intuitive elements of life come easily and naturally to you. But when it actually comes to facing the hardcore nitty-gritty, sometimes that can be quite challenging for Cancerians. But this week, my dear Cancerians, you are stepping up with our King of Swords energy. You wielding that sword. What do I need to do? Who do I need to contact? What do I need to release in my life? What do I need to bring into my life? Because I want this to happen and I want this to manifest. So, for example, my dear Cancerians, if you've had this dream of relocating to a certain town, city or village, and you've always dreamt of relocating and having a different kind of a lifestyle, but it's always been up there in the spiritual realm, a dream you've gone back to time and time again. This is the week where you get practical. You start looking at what you need to do to make this a reality. Firstly, perhaps you look at work. Are you able to work remotely? Are you able to find work there? And then perhaps you look at cost of living. What would it take for you to buy a home or rent a home? How would you be able to sustain yourself? You get about looking at all those final details putting things into play so you can actually start making plans to relocate to your dream location. So this is what you focus on this week. Let us move on now and see what the Magician is all about for you, that is sitting in your possible challenges. So we want to see now what the Magician is for Cancer, please. Page of Cups. Now Cancer, with the Magician and Page of Cups coming through, I do not feel you have any big challenges this week. As a matter of fact, my dearest Cancerians, what I am seeing with Page of Cups is that you are going to be hearing very unexpected news, and I do believe that this is connected with your big why. Now this news that comes through, of course, as you can imagine, it's going to be so different for everybody. It could be that you wanted to understand why a person in your life behaved a certain way. And this week something comes to light. Perhaps somebody tells you something. Perhaps you read something about them. Perhaps you just have a dream, or you understand intuitively, that's what it was all about. But once you hear about it, once you get this news or this realization of what actually transpired, and things now fall into place, and now everything sits much calmer within you, we have this wonderful energy of the Magician sitting above you. So what it does, my dear Cancerians, as soon as you get your why and you understand what happened, you are able to move on in a magical way. And what I mean by that is that whatever might have been hindering you, stopping you, blocking you, while you questioned, why did they do that? Why did they leave me? Why did they speak to me like that? Why did I have to lose my home? Why did I get fired from my job? As soon as you get that understanding and everything suddenly makes sense, you release out of this energy. And once that release happens, my dear Cancerians, there's this energy now of magic coming into your life. What you have put up out there in the spiritual realm, and I do feel it includes this particular dream, now has great possibility of now manifesting on the physical realm. My dear Cancerians, once you understand what this is, and you know, Cancer, like I said to you, it doesn't have to be this huge, massive revelation. It just could be that all of a sudden you're walking in the park, you're on a bus, you're in your car, and the penny drops and things make sense to you. You just understand, oh my gosh, it was just their insecurity. It was just their fear. It was just their jealousy. And things just make sense. My gosh, what that realization or that news or whatever it is does, it allows you to move on, to create, initiate, and bring in what you want to see in your life. This is quite powerful, my dear Cancerians. Now let us see what Knight of Wands is for you, that is sitting in messages and advice from Spirit. So we want to see now what the Knight of Wands energy is for Cancer, please. Ten of Cups. My gosh, Cancer. I do feel that this is going to be quite a pivotal turning point in your life. Spirit is coming in and they want you to know that this week, my dear Cancerians, you're going to start encompassing the Knight of Wands energy. As soon as you have now come at whatever this is as King of Swords and you've put into place what you've needed to put into place, you get your big why. You, my dear Cancerians, are ready now to gallop into your beautiful, bright, untapped future, where everything is possible and waiting for you. And we see that you now feel this energy. Spirit is confirming that nothing is now holding you back from what you want to bring into your life. Go forward now, my dear Cancerians, with our Knight of Wands energy. feeling inspired and motivated, and knowing that your future is waiting for you. And with that, we have 10 of Cups. Cancer, you are on your way in bringing about wonderful manifestations that are bringing you to your 10 of Cups, your happily ever after. So Spirit confirms all those dreams, my dear Cancerians, that you might have thought were never going to be possible and never going to happen for you. As soon as you have a deep understanding of a past event, of what actually occurred and happened, it's like you open up the floodgates of manifestations, prosperity, possibility, and abundance, and it all comes rushing in. My dear Cancerians, I do think that the last month of 2024 is going to be quite spectacular for you. Right, let's go ahead now and see what Ace of Swords is all about, that is sitting in the possible outcome of the week. So we want to see now what Ace of Swords is for Cancer, please. The Ace of Pentacles, my dearest Cancerians. If ever we wanted a confirmation regarding what we have just seen and spoken about, you have got 2 aces coming through at the end of the week. And when I get 2 aces in the reading, it confirms for me that this reading is now on another whole level entirely. We see with your first ace coming through, Hand of God giving you the sword of clarity, the sword of victory, the breakthrough energy. You're getting your answer to your big why, and it's coming through from Spirit. Spirit wants you to understand and acknowledge what happened, and to take on board, my dear Cancerians, that whatever it is, it was meant to be, because it's taking you to where you're meant to be going. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Hand of God comes in with the pentacle of opportunity and possibility. You're able to leave your existing circumstance and environment or mental mindset and walk down a complete new road. A new road filled with our Magician and 10 of Cups energy. This untapped energy I'm just seeing for you, Cancer. I just see you opening up a door and all this wondrous energy flowing in for you. Cancer, nothing is lost. It's all just been building up behind the door, waiting for you. And this week, you're opening the door to whatever abundance and prosperity means for you. What a wonderful first week of December, and I have a strong feeling this is just the beginning for you. Right, let's go ahead now and get a final message from your angels for the week. So we want to see now what Cancer's angels would like to share with them, please. Be assertive. My dear Cancerians, this message, be assertive, is very connected to our King of Swords energy. Here our king is holding the sword, and here our angel is holding the key. The key to everything now happening and transpiring is about you now standing up, being strong and empowered and assertive, getting out there, my dear Cancerians, and working with your mental skills, planning everything, looking at everything, analyzing everything, being logical and not letting your emotions cloud your judgment, but really be determined now in seeing results. This is going to be the initial key to the door of opening what all these dreams are waiting for you. And once you open that door, my dear Cancerians, you will never look back. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.